Welcome back to Barry Charles Harness, your one-stop shop for everything harness racing. In today's episode, we're going to talk about everything New Zealand harness, from the races last week to all the big races coming up across the weekend. But first of all, we're going to talk about all the news from harness racing in New Zealand. Let's get on. First off, yes, the retirement of Sweet Belle. What a great mare she was. 10 wins from 52 starts for Gerald O'Reilly. Very good racing from him. Very good horse, Sweet Belle. Unfortunately, just struggled in their last race and they probably decided to pull the pin. But one of her greatest wins was just recently in the winter when beating Mossdale was one of her big wins, and obviously some of her famous wins coming from back in the field. And also, she was a gritty mare that could do some work as well and sprint out of the gate sometimes as well to win her races. So salute to you and well done, Sweet Belle, and good luck in the broodmare paddock for you. Speaking of mares, Samantha Ottley making it 700 wins, leading driver in New Zealand by a country mile, and to get her 700 win with Kevin Fairburn, who's been a stalwart of harness racing in the South Island, getting home with Holly Highlander was exciting to see. With all her wins so far in her career, one of her famous ones she remembers is her very first started on her 18th birthday, driving Nigel Paul at the Kuro meeting. Getting up as an 18-year-old was outstanding. But her biggest wins to date, Just Rose winning the Geraldine Cup in 2012 was one of her special moments, as well as Rockaban winning the Jewels. So that's her two biggest moments in the racing. So now let's get to the racing. Yes, the racing last weekend in Methven saw Ohoka take the unusual step of racing in the Green Mile in Methven to go on towards the Derby this weekend coming up. And what he did was get home just there for Franco Norton, who was absolutely storming home in the finish. It was a very good run, but Ohoka got it done for Timmy Williams. It's going to be interesting. Very disappointing out of the race was Jimmy James Maguire. Nice form horses, really struggled of late, and I'm not sure what happened, but really been disappointing. In the Green Mile trot, and Methven was an absolute procession for Oscar Bonavena, got the lead, and the only danger to him was himself because he was way too good. Confessional, sat parked, had every opportunity, looked like he was going to run second, but then galloped under the pressure. And really the rest of the field was pretty disappointing. Even Mr. Max had his chance to run second, but it could only battle into fourth. So there's no superstars in that field outside of Oscar Bonavena. And it'll be interesting to see how both of them go, as well as Confessional as she goes into the trotting derby. So, and Oscar Bonavena into the big Group 1 free-for-all trot. That is pretty much a procession for it now, more than likely. Let's go to the race at Auckland. Mickey Shan from the inside trail coming up with the absolute upset of the weekend, absolutely getting home from Don't Stop Me Now and Magic 4. They were both good runs, but to be fair, had their chances. But to be fair, thinking about this race, these are your middle range horses that can reach open class, but are not going to really go on to be any superstar horses. So there's a potential for a lot of these horses to be sold and race in Australia in much better, weaker company, where they get a chance to win more prize money as a possibility for these horses going forward. Unless they are really loved by their owners and want to keep racing them in New Zealand. But I'll suggest some of these horses will get sold to Australia and beyond. Escape Artist getting back into some more winning form. He's potentially going to be a horse to look out for next season with a bit more ring craft in him and the big races ahead. But let's get to Addington. Yes, well, if you haven't heard me on this channel say it before, but Mr. Love is the real deal next best trotter in New Zealand. Absolutely bolted in sitting back and did it in a while. This time next year will be in a Dominion handicap and it'll be under $10. I'm telling you that right now. Mr. Love is the next six, and he could take over Muscle Mountain. Really, really exciting news. But there's going to be a lot of water beyond the bridge because there's some very good trotters out there. But Mr. Love is my prediction to be the next best trotter in New Zealand. Let's hope he takes that next step. Better Win was flying home lane. That was a very good run from Better Win. Gold Bullion had the chance in the 1-1, but galloped when the pressure went on. But yes, Mr. Love was outstanding in their race. Louis Girl for the Southerners, an absolute boil over, taking, well, not really a boil over on the tote, but really a surprise to me. got up over front of Treacherous Baby in Madrid. And some very concerning runs from Treacherous Love. Had every opportunity. It was just disappointing. And our Shangri-La, and I'm going to be interested to see how they turn up next week after the big loss. Millwood Nike sat parked and did what she does best, winning 17 in a row. Way too classy, and I think she is going to beat Courage Under Fire's record if they pursue that track first before they take on the big guns of racing. I think that's the way they'll go with Millwood Nike. Will that mean Australia? Let's hope so. Artie by the Seaside, great horse, but not in the league of Nike. Mantra Blue, huge, the second best horse mare in the country. Clearly galloped at the start over 150 metres and still managed to run third, but got taken out because of the galloping. Empire City got it done for Phil Williamson after they lost Isolate to a mystery illness. It's disappointing to see because Isolate was a superstar on the rise. Disappointing. Sunny's sister, how about that race, folks? Absolute boil over getting home. Is she as good as her older brother Sunday Sun? Time will tell. Got the nice run up the peaks when everyone was going wide. It was probably helped by the speed. Kenny was going was absolutely ridiculous, and not for a horse like Kenny, who would need the soft trip to be able to win a race like this. But she made the race exciting, but it was out of the contest before the home turn. High energy, and she's Bella would need to improve for me to be able to be any chance in the derby coming up next week. Merlin. Well, again, this is a bit of the fight of whoever leads wins sort of thing. Merlin got the lead, they set up Dream was sitting back, and Merlin won easily. Soon the better had the chance in the trail, and Don't Stop Dreaming just pedalled into third, but he didn't pedal as bad as Merlin did, so maybe they suggest that Don't Stop Dreaming is better than Merlin, but not absolutely way better than Merlin, and that's why you saw him pedal. But Mark Purdon got Franco Indy home at Aroha Cup as well. Didn't do it convincingly, got home, but it was a struggle up the straight. Kissed the Girls did his best to really run it down. But yeah, Franco Indy, and be looking for some more Grass Cup success on the weekend. Yes, let's go now to the races this week, where it's going to be one and dusted here in Cambridge. On Thursday, I think the first race, Lonte, even off the 30 minutes, gets his chance to get a crack at winning this race. I think he should be a good, very good beat. I think he should be just winning. Yano, again coming back from Manawatu, very consistent horse, and this is a good each way beat in the later trot, gets every opportunity. Let's head to Auckland on Friday. I think Benson Do gets a chance to lead, and a good each way chance from the draw. The big race in Auckland is Northern Breeders Stakes for Group 3 for the mares. Artie's Express, even though the tough draw, I can't see them beating it. She should be too good for this field. Artisan, Lady of the Light, Life's a Beach, and Manhattan are all chances, but they shouldn't be beating Artie Express. Everything equal. Friday, Forbury Park at Wingatui. I think Falcon's Watch from the inside draw gets his chance to go back into winning form, even though Scruffy and a few others might think differently. Mason Shard and the likes, but I see Falcon Watch as a good chance. And Jimmy Carter should be winning back in grade here at Wingatui. Should be really winning. Averos Majesty and Cody Banner are chances. And Geraldine, Trans-Tasman Bubble gets his chance as a good each way beat, but he's going to have to beat the likes of High Noon and Bevron, which will be an interesting race. But I think race 2, Louis Maguire just absolutely wins for fun. Race 9, the Timaru Cup, Franco and Dish should win, but Franco Norton and Dashing Major might have something to say about that at the Geraldine Cup meeting. But let's get to the biggest meeting of all here in New Zealand Metro, the trots. Here's some big races to come in. Can bring on the muscles from the south, get home in the 2-year-old trot. It's going to take on Tyrone Eros, Look Out the Stars, Vegan Trot, and Wilmer's Boy. They need to trot. There'll be major dangers in that race. Race 2, We Walk With Faith, I think is too good, but Dreams Are Free has been outstanding in the South Island. So we will see, because We Will Walk With Faith is not the best of Mark Purdon's horses, so we're going to see how good Dreams Are Free are. Major Hot is definitely a chance, but probably needs to lead to win this race. Then we go into the big trot. High Step is back and should be winning, but Empire City will have something to say about that. They look the two big chances in this race, and we can Have It All is definitely a chance. And from the inside, Freya might be a chance to be a boil over chance for the team of Greg and Nina Hope. Race 5, Better Than Night. Millwood Nike wins by a country mile. You'd probably be lucky to get $1.05. I think she's just too good for this field. Mantra Blue looks good. Quinella bet if she trots all the way. That's going to pace all the way. But there's a whole lot of chances around Kalua, Flyby, Artie by the Seaside, Advanced Party. Whoever gets the softest runs out of these ones are going to be chance in making the placings. South Assured looks the horse to beat, but Beach Ball might have something to say if he can lead and dominate Beach Ball, so that's going to be an interesting race between those two. There's not much else to talk about. The Trotting Derby, probably the most exciting one of them all. The Trotting Derby. Very interesting race. You've got Sunny's sister drawing the inside. Can she do it? She might be likely to gallop from the inside because I think Aroha can get past it early. And Walking on Sunshine probably get past her after that. If Walking on Sunshine returns to her best, she's a big chance in this. But then you've got the horses like Confessional, who's a tough horse, but again has to do everything right. There's some very high talented horses in this race. High energy. There's some would need to really. There's some very good horses in this field that have their chances if they do everything right. Gold Bullion. Will it be too strong for these horses? I'm not sure, but we will find out how they go in the Great Trot. Yes, the race 8, can Treacherous Love bounce back to her winning ways? From the draw, she gets every opportunity to lead. Our Shangri-La will put pressure on her though, between those two. Or Louis Gill just do what she did last week, just repeat. And obviously Madrid and Treacherous Baby, definitely each way chances in this race. But probably the race of the night for mine was Merlin versus Don't Stop Dreaming. I think Fireworks on early, sooner the better, will lead early. But whoever gets the front out of Merlin and Don't Stop Dreaming, last time they went to war, Don't Stop Dreaming was able to get past Merlin. So it's going to be an interesting sprinting. I think it's going to be a sprinter from first 200 metres. Whoever wins that part of the race will win the race for me. I think whoever leads will win. Don't Stop Dreaming and Merlin. Going to be interesting though, if the sooner the better tries to hold out Merlin, if she thinks Don't Stop Dreaming is going to get the lead. So have a great day out there.